Toastmaster. It- Today's topic is values. How many of you are interested in work where there is no management handbook? Absolutely, there is no rules on how many sick days you can take, on how many funeral days you can take. If suppose if anybody loved ones last, or if there is no management rules given by the top management on you and on what needs to be done and how you can work on some of the things, or absolutely there is no supervisors for you. Do you like that?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So that is the company, that was the company that was envisioned by, his name is Dennis. He was the one who created the book, or he was authored for Joy at Work. He is the CEO of company called AES, Applied Energy Services. He was one of the co-owner for that company. They have created in 1981, and he always envisioned to have that kind of environment for the employees who takes their beliefs as if whatever they believed in at home, exercise at office also. And he came up with instead of having what is known as shareholder values, when you talk about all the Fortune 500 companies, they always come up with the first slogan saying that they wanted to create the value for their shareholders. They put their shareholder at the first place. Employees are at the last one. So he came up with the idea of how we can put our employees first, and at the same time we make sure that the values of the major values that he was defining: social responsibility, and all above fun. Have fun at the environment where they work. So those are the main shared values that he was envisioning and defined at the company. Again, those are integrity, fairness, social responsibility, and above all, it's fun. Think of this CEO of that company, Dennis. He was brought up in a farmland in Washington State. And after he completed his 4-year degree, and dad asked, where are you planning to go next? He said, Harvard Business School. And dad said, after a pause, he asked where it is. He said, in Boston. And dad said, after a long pause, that Boston is too far, and I never heard of that school. And if that is the case, it is not good. That was the kind of family he was brought up. His granddad, dad, or any of his family tree, nobody graduated from the college. He was the first one graduated, went to the Harvard Business from his farmland. And from his farmland, basically he had so much of experience he gained from his mother, from his siblings, all kinds of management. Even he started working in the age of 7 itself, within the farm itself, to take care of cattle and things like that, to get like 5 cents an hour. So that was the kind of environment he raised, and at the same time, based on the learnings that he got from his mother, to how to take care of the employee, suppose when he becomes an employer. So those are the motives he started cultivating by himself, and he started applying when he started the company called AES. And the CEO believed that there are the 3 major points. One is that the joy-filled workplace gives and knowledge for the benefit of society. values, he was going to he was explaining this one. Those are, start with integrity. Integrity, whatever you believe of yourself or believe yourself, you have to follow integrity. Think of a situation where something goes how do we fulfill based on the common fairness. You know, he made unique rules for every single employee instead of having a common rules for every single employee, and it is all depends on the situations. You know, they make the decisions by advices from colleagues, and then they make the decisions accordingly. So that's how he was running that company. And at the same time, the third one is the social responsibility. When it comes to social responsibility, when they started the company with 2 co-owners, all they had was the main obligation is to serve the society by providing the safe, clean, reliable and economically priced electricity. Think of, there was a small story behind when the company went for IPO, and they provided the application to the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and within that they had this following statement. I just wanted to read the entire statement. AES believe that earning a fair profit is an important result of providing a quality product to its customers. However, if the company perceives a conflict between these the core values, shared values and profit, the company will try to adhere its values, even doing so might result in diminished profits. That was the statement they made it within that. SEC came back with the feedback that the shared values information should be part of a special risk factors with subtitled possible impact on results of operation. Think of the US government. Think of again, the US government was thought it's very risky to attempt to operate the business with these shared values, because they put their values, the company values, in front of their company profit. So again, the last shared value was responsibility. They wanted to make sure that every single employee is responsible, and their team is responsible for their schedule, maintenance, compensation, capital expenditure, expenses, and including hiring. That is the kind of freedom we wanted to provide to every single employee and their team to make sure that they operate by themselves. So those are the things they provided the guidelines. Apart from that, you know, when it comes to every single department, you know, in a company they have so many, you know, like compensation and all that. What kind of methods they followed? I just wanted to go through a few slides so that you can see it exactly how the conventional way followed and how the joy at work way approach followed. Think of this treatment of employees. More than 95% of important decisions are made by the official leaders of the organization, but at the AES 99% of all important decisions are made by non-leaders. That's how they approached. When it comes to compensation, management and labor are treated and paid differently in a conventional way, but in a joy at work way, there is only one category of employees. There is no separate management people at all. The third one is, every company has a mission statement, right? As you can see, the principal purpose of the company is creating shareholder value. That as part of the joy at work, they had a principal goal of purpose. The company is stewarding its resources to serve the society, to make the society a priority in an economically strong. As part of their annual report, when you see the conventional ones, you see many may acknowledge regular employees as a company best assets. When do you see assets? These one are any equipments, assets. When they see employees an asset, what do you think of? They can deprecate, they can fire, they can hire and fire, and anytime they can do whatever they want with. That's how the AES is. They don't want to define their employees as an asset. They want to define as a business person. And at their annual report, they contain names of ordinary employees to emphasize that the company respects and values each and every employee. AES, leaders see their role as serving other employees. From the board of directors' perspective, in a conventional way, they always see representative interest towards the shareholders. But at joy of work way, they see the role as representing the interest of all employees, suppliers, customers, and shareholders. You see the shareholders at the last. And regarding the training, formal training programs on the job training that we have. But at Joy at Work way, all they had was informal mentorship and getting the advice on problems and issues. That's how they were keep on trying to grow every single employee. And at last, auditing. At every single company, they will have a group of auditors to take care of auditing. But at their company, all they have a group of people from the company, from every single department. Think of even a security guard was part of the auditing team in their company. So that's how they were running that company. Now, in conclusion, the company, how they have operated the whole way, they made it sure that they have a good time at their company. They never had people lay off, even when they had so many violations. They wanted to make sure that the person who made the mistake understands, and at most they had a joyous moment when they are working. They never felt that they have to leave the company. So that's how they treated the company. As part of again this Thanksgiving, I would like to thank everybody in the Toastmasters, and I would like to recognize as part of the AES our Dr. Jim making sure that every single one gets encouraged in this public speaking skills. I would like to recognize a small token of appreciation. Again, thank you very much.